Tinder horror stories. According to Reddit, number 20. Not Tinder, but Match.com. The site was in its infancy, and this wasn't too long a time ago when it was just weirdos doing online dating. I matched and met up with a girl, and she was way hotter than me, like crazy hot, way out of my league. The date was going super well, and we'd even made out a bit. I just couldn't believe my luck. We decided that it was going well, so we'd keep it going and head to a bar. We were getting cozy in a corner when a group of African lads came into the bar. I live in a very homogenous white country, to the point that would even be noteworthy, especially at the time. So she got up off where we were sitting and began shouting abuse at the lads who came in, saying that they didn't belong here and was dropping the N-word. I felt like that moment in a horror movie where the camera zooms in on your face and the background zooms out. I just got up and walked out. She tried to call me the next day to set up another date. I just ignored her. Clearly fucking nuts. Too good to be true, in the truest sense. I like that, I don't know, there's kind of like an air of, you know what, guys? I was gonna have this hot babe once, but, she was too racist, so I was like, no, absolutely not. Not this guy. I need myself a woman, like, yeah, I do respect it if it's the truth, but there's so many dudes where this wouldn't be a deal breaker and they need to, like, not pretend that it would be. Oh boy. As we continue up this list, here we are at number 19. Hope you guys are doing well. Ariana, Angela, Gianni, Pandaren. How you doing? Number 19. I found this really hot woman close by. We talked for a bit and went out for pizza, then back to her place. A few weeks later, I met her kid, who absolutely adored me. Now we live together and have another child. I deleted Tinder. Never again. This list isn't like never again Tinder stories. It's Tinder horror stories. So I don't like that this person slid this in here as if it would be like a never again story. Is the horror that you found someone you like so much that you were actually gonna have a kid with them? Like, get the fuck out of here. You think that shit just happens? You think dudes are looking for women who have already had a kid by some other douche? Oh, so you've had somebody else's dick in you and let that jizz come to term? You mean you've pooped out another dude's spawn? Oh. I don't think the seconds can get sloppier than that, girl. You better turn over. I'm gonna get a piece of that cake. Sorry, this character seemed better if I opened up a Hershey's Kiss and then started munching on it. As we continue, number 18. A chick said that she was having work party. Nice. She'd be holding the work party at her house, and I should come over. It's bring your own beer, so I thought a six-pack would we'd be good. I went to her place and noticed that more than half of the people were younger, like 17 to 18 years old, and I was 21 and the girl was also 21. Then they gathered everyone in the living room and proceeded to talk about the job. Turns out it was one of those pyramid schemes, and it was a recruitment gathering. I just sat there drinking my beer. I was the only one drinking for 2 hours because I thought it was rude to leave. Yeah, you fucking simp. Oh, I hate people with no backbone. I think you're a bitch. I think if you're the type of person that can walk into a scenario and recognize that it is a goddamn pyramid scheme, that they're trying to pitch something to you out of the side of their mouth, man, and you just sit there for hours? Most people pay to go to school and can't be pissed to sit down in a class for a couple of hours, and you're not being paid. Wow, man. To sit through a pyramid scheme meeting. I sat there for 2 hours because it would seem rude to leave. They were telling sob stories and saying how much this job helped them, right? I sat there listening to the head of the group guy saying how we can make millions in a short amount of time. You see my BMW? That's a company car, and you can drive around if you do what we do. It was sad because they were trapping low-income teens that are deciding not to go to college and to join them. After the pitch, I had had enough of and was preparing to leave, and the girl came up to me and asked what I thought, and I just said it's not for me and I'm leaving. She asked if I wanted to take my beer, and I said they needed it more than I did. 2 or 3 weeks later, she sent me a message asking if the head of the group guy can call me and ask me questions on why I'm not signing up and how I thought the group session went. I didn't even reply, but sure enough, the dude called me and I politely said it's not for me, but he kept pushing. Finally, I had to tell him to fuck off, and that was the end of that. I never went to work parties for a Tinder date again. It was a complete shit show, and if it wasn't for the beer I brought or the Tinder date's dog, I would have just left. Right. Whatever you tell yourself, fucking chutch. Whatever you fucking tell yourself, you fucking chutch. Looking back on it, during the pitch, the head of the group guy said that at one point, if you're not interested in making $1 million, you can just leave. No one's stopping you. I really wish I just stood up, chugged my beer, and said, fuck this shit. You guys are all stupid and no one that should be joining. I don't know, man. I guess if you just live your life as like a background character, then, you know, you'll die the way you lived. Nobody have a backbone, my dude. Otaku Muse says, hello, Gael. What it do? Double rainbow all the way across the sky, my man. Wow, so intense. Number 17. This girl that I matched with just messaged to troll me. It was like, hey, what's up? No, I was like, hey, what's up? Sorry. Excuse me. No, God. It's a good thing nobody heard that. That might have counted as a gross Kyle noise. Anyway, I was like, hey, what's up? And she was like, don't talk to me unless you plan on fucking me with your 9-inch dick. I forgot what my reply was, but she obviously never messaged back. Then, a week later, I'm getting McDonald's, and this girl was the one who handed me my food. She recognized me instantly and just had this total look of fear in her eyes. I walked out of there so quick that poor girl thought I purposely sought her out to confront her or something. How very Lucas Werner of you. I can't wait till this list is over. I saw that he had a new video. Sometimes you say that things just line up the way you need them to. And COVID-19 boy, he's turned a little homeless recently.
Yeah, I'm not really much for slut shaming. I think.
Okay, dude. Dude got kicked out This dude got kicked out of where he was staying, which was like a halfway house shelter type deal, because he was out here trying to get the people around him in trouble. He was trying to get them in trouble for doing drugs. So he was pretty much narking. He was trying to, snitch on some of these people. But the only reason he was doing it, this is his motivation, was because he believed that the fact that the young girls were coming in and out of the apartments of these dudes because they have drugs and maybe they had money, he believed, of course, that he should have been the one banging them. So he's going to snitch on them. And the funny thing is, this isn't just like a conclusion that I've come to. It is from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Lucas himself has made posts saying that he is going to get pussy for snitching on these dudes. That's what he believes. And now, how the turntables, he is homeless because they kicked his ass out of that bitch. And what a time to be homeless, ladies and gentlemen, with what is clearly on the streets, what's going around right now. If ever there were a time we should be very appreciative, thankful, happy to just be able to seal our doors and enjoy the comfort of our own domicile, it would be now. But this dude had to be on that googledy frugally, and it's gonna be scary. Lucas ain't, terribly old, but he's old. He's up there. Ooh. We'll see where it goes. Sorry, I just see this, seeking out a girl that, and it could be perceived as creepy in public. And I just think of Lucas. That's what he does. Number 16. I met a guy, decent conversation, smart, funny, mutual nerdy hobbies. Do you have nerdy hobbies that are mutual to mine? Of course you don't, because my Animal Crossing island is so much more beautiful, even in its under construction state, than yours. How dare you come to me with this? Titties better get whipped out immediately, because you already know that you don't compare. You know what? Where's my controller? I need to get into my Animal Crossing talking about. Sorry. I met a guy, decent conversation, smart, funny, mutual, nerdy hobbies. We decide to meet up at a local gamer bar. What? And play some games while having our first date. We get in, we sit down. The dude has no teeth. Oh no. He says a hack dentist told him that they all had to be removed. He couldn't get dentures due to budget. Needed to wait for bone shards to fall out of his gums. Proceeds to spit all over our food while talking, which granted I knew he couldn't help, but if he can hide something this big from someone, what else could he be hiding? Plus, I couldn't stomach the thought of making out with someone with no teeth. That's so sad. That's so sad. Yo, that's making me cringe, and like my heart is like beating a little faster. Damn. I'll tell you what, too, man. I know a lot of girls, okay? And this is the scarier version. Like, I know guys who've been, catfished by hoes that they met while they were drunk. But the girls are the saddest stories. I know girls, right, who I don't want to go into it with a lot of the trans people as usual, but it's like, if you can't be forward with who and what you are, how the hell are you hoping to establish something with somebody that's going to be long lasting and mutually, like, you have to establish trust. Trust is super important. And if you can't be forward, if you can't tell the truth, then, bruh, there is nothing. There's nothing thereafter. I like that the fountains in Animal Crossing, when it's the top of the hour, they shoot up really high. I noticed that. That's pretty cute. Not bad fountains in Animal Crossing, you know? So the dude had no teeth, and it was, I guess, less about that for her, even though, you know, it probably was a big factor, and she probably would have turned him down after. But, yeah, that's like a thing. Might as well be hiding that you're in a wheelchair, you know? Come on. You gotta be real about this. God damn. Number 15. I chatted with this girl about 2 weeks. Every conversation went well. Eventually I got her number and she started sharing nudes and talking dirty. Late on an evening after a stressful day, she talks me into driving an hour to go to get coffee with her. She spends the next hour and a half nonstop talking about her ex and how she has to see him at the bank and all this personal upset ex-girlfriend stuff. She cuts me off anytime I try to speak or change the subject, right back to him. A day later, I get a text about how I didn't do anything, or how I didn't do any talking, and I was too boring to be anything more than just friends with. She got irate when I pointed out that she would not allow me to speak and only wanted to talk about her ex-boyfriend. And when we have never once had a slow, boring conversation before meeting up. What's weird is that they seemed to be working well before they met in person, and then she started talking about the ex-boyfriend. So I think that when she saw him in person, maybe a combination of nerves, maybe her seeing something she didn't like and just backpedaling, she just defaulted to talking about her ex nonstop, apparently. And then this is the way she was going to break it to him, is to be like, oh, you're too boring to be anything other than friends. You know, these are the types of superficial people that exist, my dude. You're too boring. Imagine breaking it to somebody like that. I mean, there's a way to do it with tact. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's ever okay to just imply that the other person's too boring. Like, that is not something you say. That's something you say to maybe other people after you have delicately, and again, delicate's the wrong way, but with social grace, expressed that maybe you two do not line up as it pertains to, you know, how you guys would be compatible. But to just say, oh, you're too boring when you're the fucking hoe out here talking about your ex because you clearly yearn for him, and if he came here right now, you'd be on your knees slobbing that. Like, you are such a hoe. Oh, man. And that's the crazy part. If only some dudes knew just how on deck a lot of the girls from their past still were for them. Man. It probably wouldn't matter because they've already moved on. It's these other hoes that are living in some kind of dream world. We need to get these hoes like cyber implants so that people who don't care can just like make themselves look like their ex and take them hoes to town. You know what I'm talking? Oh my God, my ex, yes, my dreams. And it's really some other guy like, whatever, stupid hoe. In and out. In and out. That's what it's all about. Number 14. I found a profile using a picture of me that was obviously ripped from my Facebook account. Damn. You so fine, people using you to catfish, girl? Damn. Can anybody here say that they so fine, people with catfishes them? I don't think so. With your mom ass, okay? I come to find out it was my ex-wife trying to stir up drama and problems between my current wife and myself. What? Oh, so it was a man. That's crazy. A single friend of ours texted me a screenshot of it. My wife is an intelligent woman and did not fall for it. This became a horror story for my ex because this, among other shady things she had done, landed her with stalking charges and identity theft charges. Sucks to be stupid. Some of these hoes, man. they don't process the gravity of the things they doing. When you so stupid that your hoeing is showing, like, get a fucking hobby. Have you ever heard of a book? Pick up a book and read it, you dumb, flat-chested hoe. How dare you? How dare you? Number 13. We lived about 25 minutes away from each other, so we agreed to meet up at the beach on the pier, halfway between. Before meeting, we had been texting and he seemed normal. I was already at the pier when he texted me, saying that he can't meet me there because his license is revoked and it's too far for him to walk. When you were already there. When you were already there. Okay. I should have just left then. Nice. Damn, y'all girls will do some crazy things for cock, man. Man, he must have been pretty hot looking. 'Cause this is not... He waited until you were there, bitch. But y'all bitches out here, y'all are willing to just put up with any kind of old treatment. So then he put me in a burlap sack and just started beating me with a tire iron. And I was like, well, you know, he is really good looking. So, you know, this is the part where I should have been, wait a minute, something ain't right. But I agreed to meet him at a pizza place closer to him. I get there and I'm standing outside when I see him. I quickly realize the pictures on his profile were from at least 3 to 5 years ago. Homeboy looks like a dollar store version of himself. Greasy. Looks like he hasn't showered in days. His hair is undone. Holes in his shirt. He's got that full Lucas Werner package. I awkwardly give him a side hug and suggest that we get a seat. He says, "Oh no, we're not getting pizza. Let's go to the park." I awkwardly say, "Okay." And as he talks, I realized his gums and tongue ring are stained black from smoking. At this point, I'm completely turned off and I'm just keeping up the formalities. Ladies and gentlemen, what makes a person, what? Listen, ladies. I don't know what the hell, I don't know where these bitches been at. You understand me? That are so kind and, you know, oh, I don't want to leave. Even though it's a pyramid scheme, it would be rude. And I see him and he's 5 years ago looking. You know, he essentially stood me up by making me travel somewhere only to then tell me, oh, by the way, I can't make it there because it's too far to walk. And then when you get there, you're not the person that you've been showing. You've essentially been catfishing, even if it is with yourself, because this is not an up-to-date photo. You know, I'm sure these are from like, I don't know, it happens every day. So I'm not even going to say, oh, it happened a while back. If you're talking to somebody, my dude, and you're not basically on even enough terms, you're not, you know, mutually communicating to the point where maybe you're using Snapchat, maybe you're doing like a video call before you meet each other to show y'all what the fuck y'all look like right now, so there's no surprises. Imagine being stood up and then being told, oh, I can't walk that far, you gotta come further. Then you get there and you see that the person hasn't been fucking forward, or, you know, isn't trustworthy because they were presenting a version of themselves that isn't who they are. So this pizza place that you guys have decided to meet up at now is where you assume that you're gonna, you know, just sit down and have something to eat. No, we ain't eating here. That would cost money. So let's go to park. This dude talking and you can see the blackness in his gums and he got a tongue ring and, you know, what possesses you to stay? You don't have to stay. You can go. So it gets worse. We get to the park and find a bench to talk, and before I can sit down, this dude pulls me onto his lap, squeezing me, and says, "God, baby girl, you're so fucking cute." And you let him do that. I'm going to say this really, and it's going to be the rudest thing I say all night. Some girls would do nothing if they were overpowered. And I say overpowered, I mean like if somebody just came up to them and started doing something, they would do nothing. And I think that's terrifying. I think it's terrifying. I awkwardly scooch away and try to get conversation going. He pulls out his phone and starts texting for a few minutes, not really listening to me, before interrupting with, "Have you smoked? My friend is a plug. We could go back to my place for a bowl." I decline. "Oh, come on, baby girl. My place is just right there. We could have some fun too." I decline. Next thing you know, he pulls me close by his face and says, "You're so fucking innocent," before broad tongue licking my face, chin to ear. Shell shocked, I just sit there for a few moments processing what happened as he keeps talking about weed, before I decide to fake an urgent call and leave. You're lucky. You're lucky he wasn't primitively aggressive, which is what some people are. You're lucky he wasn't so aggressive that he was going to take you by the hand and just lead you away while you're shell-shocked and too stupid to even make noise. If his place was close, shit. Noor said this is somebody's fanfic. Fuck this story, man. God. I hate paralyzed broads. I hate paralyzed broads. You know? Because if this is how you fucking act in situations, then maybe don't go on a date alone until, you know, you can establish the type of person you're dealing with. This was a blind date, essentially. This was a blind date, first time you went out with somebody. Did you do it in a public place? Barely. You were essentially stood up and told that you need to drive further for a dude that was walking. That would be one red flag for some people. You get there and the dude is not what he appeared to be. Another red flag. And then he violates your personal space before you have, before you have given the go ahead. There are a lot of people where as soon as they see each other, maybe they've been talking and kind of greasing those wheels where as soon as they see it, it's time to get it, boy. But it's mutual, and it's obvious that it's mutual. But it doesn't seem like you were into it. And this dude was like, "Oh, get over here, girl. That's what I'm talking about." Number 12, okay? First date, we went to see a movie. She brought her sister along without consulting me first. Nice. I somehow ended up paying for both their tickets. A fucking cuck. Bit of a doormat. Yeah, at least you admit it. We went to see Star Wars The Force Awakens. Consume product, Seems like exactly the kind of a movie for yo simp ass. Turns out neither of them had seen a Star Wars film before. That's okay because it's just an old Star Wars movie again. Nor had any idea what was going on. They didn't need to. You know, it's just, oh, look at spaceships flying around. Bullshit. The date ended at McDonald's after the movie with 1 hour plus of her eating fries one at a time. One at a time eating fries? Her sister was talking shit about basically everybody at her work. To this day, I'm not sure if that was a date or no, sorry. My brain kind of overrode my mind trying to read this. What the entry says to this day is, what the entry says is, to this day, I'm not sure what that date was even about. There was no second date. And my brain was trying to say, this isn't a date. This isn't a date, you fucking simp. This is like you being invited to pay for some girl and her sister to go to a movie and then McDonald's. Because the real question is, did you pay for McDonald's too? Somebody else says, it kind of sounds like you were just their free shit ticket. Yeah. How big were them titties where she was able to fucking cuck you into that, dude? You'd never met before. I want y'all to think about the fact that there are some girls out there that are so pretty that are so attractive physically, that have titties so big that they have lined up plenty of dudes to just take them places and eat on their dollar under the pretense that they're going to get something, that maybe this will be a budding relationship, that maybe there'll be other times that they can go out. Sometimes the relationships are so, I want to say, apparent, like the girls are making it apparent what is on offer here, that it's almost like the dudes are paying for their company. You know what I mean? Paying to have them on their arm like a high class escort. See, most girls waking up these days to where if they're super attractive and they can work on that, then they can just sit behind a camera somewhere and do what they do and, you know, harvest a bit of ad revenue or whatever it is. But some of the guerrilla warfare type hoes that's getting out in the field, you know, they are out there passionately harvesting any and all that they can get. They getting the lingerie, they getting the cars, they getting they getting them purses, they getting them clothes. All right. Some of them, if they want to fly into hardcore territory, they consider becoming the mistress of somebody, you know, where they do got to put that sliz up. They gotta spread them legs, but they're getting their whole fucking life handed to them. Where they're staying, they're not paying. Can you imagine? Do you think that this whole situation in the world right now is causing a sort of, I want to say fallout between some men and their mistresses? Can you imagine if like a mistress is staying somewhere, but like the dude is having trouble because of the pandemic? Thank God that my slingshot isn't broken. Oh no, it's a yellow balloon, which means it's probably money. I was sitting here expecting something better than cash in Animal Crossing, and of course, just a dumb money balloon. I can never get a break. Linda says, Kyle, what are the chances of me in the shower tonight? What are the chances of you giving us some Animal Crossing tonight? Look, man, my town is under thorough construction. It's under thorough construction. You guys don't understand. EP1K says, on the plus side of these stories, there are some hella tolerant people out there. I guess that's a positive way to look at it, you know? I guess it's positive. You know? Yeah, where's that hand wash emoji that you guys like so much? Better stay clean. Oh my God, I love my little emojis. But okay, so we continue up the list. Here we are at number 11. He gave me my first kiss. I didn't hear from him for 2 days. On the third day, he texted me back and said that he had been arrested, and I haven't heard from him since. Wow, I thought they'd be happily married. I thought when he said, I've been arrested, she was going to be like, and then she got to work taking a full, like, 20 picture spread of, like, different angle titty pics to send to him inside the big house. I love you, and I'll be waiting. I'm down for you whenever. You'll always have my heart, baby. You were my first kiss. You have to wonder if they went on multiple dates or if it was just like, we go on one date after talking for a while and then, you know, I've never been kissed, so hit me. I'm getting arrested. What if the girl was really ugly and that's why he got arrested? The cop was like standing, off screen. And then when he came, he was like, I saw you kiss that bitch. You're going to jail. Why would you give her hope looking like that? Is this a dare? Did you dare her? Or wait, did your friends dare you to kiss that broad? Damn, Kyle. Girl so ugly you get arrested for kissing her? That's fucked up. Now she's gonna go on the internet and you know, try to bring down the entertainment industry for having attractive women in anything. That's not what a real woman looks like. We need more realistic depictions of women. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if my shortcomings made me so sensitive that I was going to consider any, normal, skinny, conventionally beautiful, any different person from me now, not what should be regarded as pretty? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? It's just insanity. It's just insanity, but that's the world we live in now. You're fat, so skinny people shouldn't. No, that is not a good depiction of women. That's so unrealistic. It should be more like me. And then, every day we got these articles talk about plus size women going, I'd never date I'm overweight man. You playing? Are you playing? Here's this one. My worst Tinder experience was pretty traumatizing for me at the time. I was a sophomore in college and she was a junior or senior at the same school. The first time that we ever hung out, I went over to her apartment and we just watched some Netflix and hung out. Nothing crazy. I was thinking this chick is super cool. We may have something here. So I leave telling her that I'd like to see her again if she's down. She told me she would love to. And just hit her up whenever and we'll make some plans. We tart. She the tart. All right. We start snapping, and throughout the week, we organize some plans for the following weekend. Okay. Out of nowhere, she starts sending me unsolicited nudes. I never once asked for them. My virgin eyes. And when we were hanging out the week prior, there was no sexual activity at any level. We quite literally just Netflixed and chilled. That's not what that means. Don't say that. Okay? Thanks. It caught me off guard, but I was more than cool with it. I'm a young college guy, and this hot older chick wants to send me nudes. After only hanging out one time. Fast forward to the weekend, she comes to my apartment. We're hanging out with my roommates watching something on TV. She asked me if she can stay the night. Are you gonna stay the night? Whip out my pee so right. Stroke it, sploogey. Okay. After sending nudes to me all week, I kind of figured, oh man. So in my head, I'm like, fuck yes. We're dealing with a virgin. A virgin's writing this story. But I tell her, of course, to be polite. I offer to sleep on the couch because we've only known each other for all of this. Bitch is sending you nudes. This is the most virgin shit I've ever read in my life. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. You want to know the coolest thing about 4chan? 4chan fucking sucks. But back in the day, what made 4chan so cool was the fact that yes, there's nothing but crazy, stupid, dweeby, virgin, incel, racist, fucking bigots that are posting, that are just slamming their face into the keyboard. But that doesn't mean that those are the only people there. There are very, very, very intelligent, capable, useful, I want to say, I don't want to go too far, right? But just know that people who are somebody were occasionally just watching what was going on 4chan, even if we didn't contribute, they were there. And sometimes we see some shit, and sometimes when things would go down, somebody would just drop a line in and be like, well, I'm kind of right there right now, and this is what's going on. And people would be like, what? Bitch, that ain't real. You had to timestamp that. And they would timestamp. They would be like, no, for real. I'm right there. Anyway, okay, what made it interesting is that just because some of these people were the ones posting doesn't mean that some interesting people weren't also on deck. When I read shit like this, ladies and gentlemen, it just makes me feel like the bottom of the barrel, fucking never even seen a video of what a man and a woman might act like together in their life type shit. You being polite, she's been sending you nudes, my dude. If it was me, the only thing that I could say that would make me cautious is the belief that she trying to like baby trap me. Hoes do that. Hoes try to baby trap a dude. But I tell her, of course, to be polite, I offer to sleep on the couch because we've only known each other for all of 2 weeks after she's been sending me nudes. Oh, God. She tells me she'd rather me sleep in my bed with her. So I know it's on. We get to Netflix and we're chilling in my room and I make a move. We start to hook up and eventually wind up having sex. Are you sure that what you had was sex and that you know how that works? Are you sure that you watched enough videos to prepare? Do you need to grab your clipboard? I wore a condom and finished inside of it. Have you ever seen it phrased? It's really getting me. Oh, what a delightful post. A virgin wrote this shit, man. Yo, man. He should have leveled with her. He should have been like, but we've only ever met one time before. We've only known each other 2 weeks. How can you do this? I have finished inside my condom. Right. I tossed it off to the side of my bed. Gross. Bro. Find a receptacle with which to dispose of this used condom inside. I don't care if it's your room. Fucking koomy sploogy condoms in your freaking room after you coom. Ugh. As we're laying there, after a few minutes, she gets up abruptly, comes around to my side of the bed, grabs the condom off the floor. No, it's every man's worst nightmare. She's gonna shove it in there. She gets up abruptly, comes around to my side of the bed, grabs the condom off the floor, and runs into the bathroom. I'm a little confused, maybe a little concerned, but I kind of brush it off. As I'm laying there in my bed, I hear a loud crash in my bathroom, and she yells, "Fuck." I ask if she's okay, and I get no response. I'm a little concerned, thinking this girl fell in my bathroom, and cracked her head open. I go to open the door, and she is standing in my shower with one leg propped up, trying to shove the condom up in her vagina after she flipped it inside out. I fucking told you people. Crazy hoes out here trying to baby trap.
I'm pregnant with your baby, so now you gotta fucking do pay May.
Oh my God. I freak out, no clue what to do. She's clearly freaked out and probably embarrassed. I have no clue. I shut the door and she immediately comes back out and says she's gonna leave, and I say, sounds good, and I never hear from her again. Let me tell you something. If y'all ever gonna get me on a domestic assault charge against a fucking slut, bitch, hoe, cunt, douche, just floor liquor, it'll be a dyke asshole like this. Fuck this cum guzzling slut trying to take my seed in the condom and put it inside her so she can get my dude. I would have had a phone out so quick, I don't give a fuck. Show this shit to a jury. What are you doing with my condom? Speak now, bitch. This is evidence.
So what? I wanna use your cum, so what?
This ain't love. This is lies. You trying to extort me? You evil. This bitch is evil. Can't believe I laid down in a bed of evil. Oh my God. Dave says, I don't know, man. She seems like wife material. No, man. She only wants that kid to squeeze it. See if some money drops out. You know what I'm talking about? This isn't love. This love has taken its toll on me. She said goodbye, but came back to grab the condom. Bro.
This love has taken its condom from me. She said goodbye.
Ew. Stripe says, as if they make condoms that small. Oh man, she out here roasting this dude and his little dick energy in this list. Oh snap. Ladies and gentlemen, what a roller coaster of an entry. Number 9. Fresh off of a breakup on campus, I match with this really good looking girl who is talking pure filth. Obviously, I'm just an idiot with a hurt heart, so I don't question much and head over to her place a few days later. She insisted that I come over on a certain day at a certain time, and usually I would have been sketched out, but it was the middle of the day on a Big Ten campus. What exactly could go that south? A half an hour in, her husband came home. I was being used in a revenge plot. Oh. Okay. Why did John B. write first? Why did John B. write first? He couldn't have thought he was the first comment, could he? John be stupid. John be quick. John be slurping upon this deek. Nice. It's not funny, it's just stupid. All right, number 8. You almost said 18. First date. She wanted me to get into a bar fight with this perfectly friendly guy who'd bought us a round of shots that night. So he buys you drinks and she wants you to fight him. Why? Because she found out he was a Scorpio, and all Scorpios must be evil. I don't think there's anything scarier than a girl who's into that actual, star sign bullshit, man. Them girls crazy, and I fucking love them. I would call up Hadu right now just to talk with her about the horoscope bullshit. This bitch was so passionate that she thought that, it was on-site fight worthy with a certain fucking star sign. Why? Can y'all imagine if we only rolled with what we would consider compatible star sign counterparts and then fought with other people? Bro, don't say what you are. I don't know shit about any star sign. I know I'm a Pisces. Does that make me creative? I've yet to see it manifest. God damn. In any lucrative form, anyway. Number 7. I matched with my BFF's fiance after the engagement party. Screenshots of everything. Lost my BFF because I don't play that. I was uninvited to the wedding. The marriage lasted 18 months. No. Oh, no. Oh, my nose. No. No. Why do we have to do it? You were so close. Every time I can't find my goddamn Vicks Vapor Rub, I know it's because this freaking woman took it. Tired of this life. Tired of this living. Miosha Gaisuria says,
I am in the waters of my birth, Kyle. I feel like Geminis are the most misunderstood.
I haven't seen this Myosha person make a comment ever. But of course they chime in to talk about, star signs, dude. It's wonderful. It's hilarious. It's time to continue up this list. What the hell? Give me a second. Sorry. Man. Okay, now I diminish this. And we travel to number 6. We were supposed to meet at 9 p.m. He fell asleep and called me at 9:30. When I was already at the carnival, I told him not to bother coming as I didn't want to see him. He asked for another chance, and I agreed. Unfortunately, my dad got really ill and had to spend the next 6 weeks in hospital with me visiting him daily. I had no time for dates, and he got extremely mad. He made a fake Instagram account, which he used to follow me and everybody that I followed. He then saw me in a friend's Instagram story and showed up to the restaurant that we were at. He called me a whore and a liar, and we had to threaten to call the police before he was able to leave. Damn, baby. He had my number and kept calling me and using different phones, and I knew it was him because he'd just be silent and I could hear him breathing. He did this for over 10 months. I was even living in a different country towards the end. You ever look so fine online that people gonna follow and stalk you when you are going places?
I was just posting on my Instagram where I'm at, I'm checking in and shit. What's the worst that could happen? Oh my God, it's that guy that loves me and stalks me.
Is it a good idea to need to, come on, whatever, live your life, I guess. Lame. That poor girl, whatever, be careful who you're talking to. Number 5, talked to him for 2 weeks before we went out, no red flags. So we ended up going out to dinner. I said I hadn't been out in a while because I was trying to save money for a washer and dryer. He told me instead of saving for that I should save for a boob job. Oh my God. But in a way, maybe he was, maybe he was extending to her the idea that if that was what was up, a bit of money might be easy to come by if that was what was going on in the chess department. Maybe she sets up some sort of OnlyFans or something. I'm sorry. It's insensitive and wrong, and definitely not the type of thing that should be coming out of anybody's mouth on a first date. This is your opportunity to make an impression upon each other. Blah, blah, blah. Suck on my balls. Hey, everybody, have you seen my balls? They're big and salty and brown. If you ever need a break, just pick me up. Just stick my balls in your mouth. Suck on my chocolate salty balls. Put them in your mouth and suck them. I didn't even know how to reply. So he followed it up with, no, it's not a bad thing. My sister and my mom both had small tits and got boob jobs, and they look amazing. Wait a minute. My sister and my mom got boob jobs. They look amazing. My sister and mom. Wait a minute. This is all before the waitress even brought our drinks. I just got up and left. You mean this girl had the ability to just get up and leave? This girl got superpowers. She's walking on sunshine. Whoa, and don't it feel good? Sorry. I believe in your big tit powers, guys. Harness the energy. Harness the energy. Number 4, I met up with a Tinder girl at Dave & Buster's. Oh, I have a Dave in my stream chat. I didn't know that him and some other Buster opened up a fuck-ass restaurant. I'm kidding. And it's a bad joke as usual. I hope you enjoy that kind of shit. I hope that's why you stick around. So we meet up at a Dave & Buster's, and she brought me there for a fucking pyramid scheme sign-up presentation. I guess I respect the hustle. Can respect it away from me, dude. Damn. Tiffany looks so cute. Oh my god. Tiffany looks so cute. She's wearing like this hat because maybe I traveled to winter time. Trying to see what I can shake out of these trees, baby. Little lamb, little innocent lamb. Number 30. This guy asked me if I'd be interested in dating his dad. Hell nah, baby. When your son is doing recon for you. Somebody said, pretty sure that guy was a catfish of said dad pretending to be the guy. I'm not sure I understand that. And I don't think I care. So as I continue to number 2, man. So I met this girl on Tinder and went for a lunch date. We had a pretty good connection. So we decided to have dinner as well. Damn. Nice. Wow. Lunch dates. Red flags. After having a few drinks, one thing led to another and we ended up back at my place. We hooked up and went to sleep. Middle of the night, I wake up and she's intensely staring at me while she's crouched behind my bed. I asked her if everything's all right. She said yes and got back into bed. I thought, little creepy, but probably nothing to worry about. Look, if them titties were huge, shit, you gonna be putting up with it. She lays down to cuddle with me and she's wet. At this time, I'm like, damn, I must just be a stallion. Fast forward to the morning. She's gone and there's a wet puddle beside the bed. Oh. Old Man River, that old man river. She peed on the floor. I still don't understand it. I had a bathroom, but maybe she got lost and couldn't hold it. I did not hear from her again. I'm gonna say something to you that may be a little crazy. Crazier even than peeing on the floor. It's not shocking to me that these things happen, ladies and gentlemen. What's shocking to me is that they have no audience. I think that is insane. If you were recording yourself peeing on the floor of some random dude's house for a collection of videos where you just went to somebody's house, fucked them, got them to go to sleep, and then peed on their floors, because that's how you stick it to the man, that's how you make the world burn, I'd understand that, okay? But what I don't understand is when you're just doing it and there's no record. It's fucking crazy. Because you know what you're doing? You're just staining someone's life. You're ruining them. You think they're gonna be inviting other women over to their house so lightly? The answer is no. They're not just gonna be doing that. Because remember that time that bitch peed on the floor? It just doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. I'm not saying this would be better if she had a camera and was like, "What's up, guys? Piss blog number 714. I found a new dude and somehow he hasn't heard of me. Let's go." And can you imagine a comment in the video, because it's a live stream, is like, "I'm the guy in the bed and I've wanted this to happen so much. There's actually a collection, trough under where she's peeing, and I'm gonna splash it all over me after this." I'm sorry, piss blog. Okay, I've taken it too far. I made it worse. Whatever. I'm not the one doing it. Jesus Christ. Yo. We were both tipsy, not sloppy drunk. She knew what she was doing. Somebody else goes sleepwalking? This thing happened to me once. No. Listen to me. You know what your body feels like peeing. And if you're anything like me, you have been woken up in the middle of the night realizing that you're about to piss yourself. You understand? You ever have a dream and in the dream it's like, man, yeah, about to pee in this dream. And as you're peeing in the dream, your brain is like, whoa! And then you wake up and you're like, holy shit, I'm about to pee for real, pee in a pee time in a real life, peeing in a real life, peeing in the real life. No. And then you run to the bathroom. Okay. Now, there's another type of thing that happens. Say maybe you started peeing in the dream before your brain could just wrench you awake like, come back. You have to wake up. And as you wake up, you're realizing you are peeing. Oh no, you've wet the bed with your bitch ass. Do you know what that is? It's a very sobering experience. You realize what you've done. So, if you did that, I don't think you'd sit in it. I don't think you'd lay in that. Especially if you were in the midst of somebody that you don't know and you were staying over because you were having a date. If you saw a future with that person, you would probably, very begrudgingly have to awkwardly explain that you may have just let a little bit slip out. You're tipsy, you're drunk, try to explain it away. If you didn't see a future with that person, it's time for you to GTFO. You're not laying back in bed until morning, my dude. It's time for you to GTFO. And I know what you're thinking. Maybe she got caught in the middle of it. And the thing that made sense for her to do to not be suspicious because the dude woke up was for her to just lay back down. But I think this hoe knew what she was doing, man. I think this girl got a blog to run. But for whatever reason, she doesn't want to actually record it and get some posterity as the piss bandit from this. So she's just doing it to ruin people's lives. She's doing it for the trauma. Hashtag traumatize. Jessica knows what it's all about. She used to be a crazier girl in her youth. She used to run around. The PP bandit. Oh my God. True Silver says what's worse than a nightmare is waking up in a panic to check your sheets for piss and hoping your electronics didn't get hit if you did piss. Girl, I didn't know that you was making a lake in your damn bed. You know what I'm talking about? And I got a case too. So it's not like, is it waterworks? Is it a fountain? What the fuck? I'm pretty sure if I have my laptop, if I have my controllers, if I have my phone on my bed, I'm falling asleep with them near my upper body, like my shoulders, my face type area. Because then I lay on my stomach. So if I pee on the bed, it's not like it's just going to find a way to come up. The pee urine forms hands and grabs the phone and submerges it. There's so much pee. And then there's also no absorbency from the mattress. That's how you know you need to get a new mattress. Mattress just resists the pee to the point where it pools. Not my kind of bed. What have you turned this list into? Jessica says, vivid dreams of peeing really suck. I've come so close to pissing myself so many times and actually fully pissed myself once. Listen, that's what I'm saying. There's two different types. The type where maybe a little bit comes out because in the dream you're about to pee and your real life brain is like, well, your brain forces you into real life to say, bro, no. Do you know what your dream is trying to make you do? And you jump up and go, oh my God, and then go to the bathroom. But then other times in the dream, it's already begun. And then your brain's like, it's like, come back. And you're coming back and you're like, what the no. How old am I? What's happening to me? I'm not that old. And you're in the bathroom and you're like, you're trying to clean up. And you're folding up them sheets and you're like, I wasn't even drunk. Is it stress? I'm stressed. I'm dying. Oh my God, I wet the bed. And then you come back and just watch some YouTube videos. What the fuck you gonna do? What you gonna do? Anyway, so we hit number 1 on this list. Well, I've only gone on one Tinder date. We talked for a while. I agreed to pick her up at Starbucks. Boy, do I miss going out and getting like stupid fast food. You know, my fat ass could use a little bit of no fast food for a while. I was thinking of uploading videos talking about how like you should just go into hibernation. If you're big like this guy, shit, you could just go to sleep for a couple of cave weeks. Come back when this all blows over. Okay. She looked nothing like her pictures, but I thought that I should be nice and at least hang out with her for a bit. Well, hey, you know what? I'll admit it. I'm kind of biased. I'll admit it. If a girl jumps up and just leaves a dude when he doesn't look like his pictures, I almost completely understand that. You know? But if a dude were to try it, shit, that's a good way to get in trouble these days.
Blog, he left as soon as he came because I didn't look like the pictures. Who wouldn't want all of this? You scared of what a real woman looks like? I need the blood of the innocent.
Sorry, she looked nothing like her pictures, but I thought I should be nice and at least hang out with her for a bit. We went to her place, and the entire house reeked of cat piss. It's just, you can't get away from it. Nothing we do. It was saturated, okay? As she proceeded to show me her massive collection of animal tails, butt plug. Fucking animal tail butt plugs. Listen to me. I'd usually want a donation to tell you guys something so personally traumatizing. But I don't know how you guys feel about certain things. Maybe you all have something physical where like it's a deal breaker, where it's not like a deal breaker to the point where you wouldn't want somebody with that, but you wouldn't. But it's a deal breaker like you just don't find it attractive and it kind of ruins things. For me, it's like tattoos on the breasts, you know? I think breasts are so pretty, and when you're getting tattoos on them, it's like, come on, man, you know? And maybe like small ones that kind of come on the side or something like that. But when you're tattooing like the whole titty, it's like you're fucking ruining that. Jesus Christ. Everybody's beautiful in their own way, but this thing specifically is not for me. Now, there's another thing that genuinely I just fucking hate. And this is going to sound crazy, but it's these goddamn butt plug tails. And I've seen some of the most beautiful stacked women with these freaking things, man. And I want you to imagine like Dragon Ball Z when Goku puts his hands up and just asks the earth to lend him his energy, and you see all of the sparkles and the energy of the earth coming to form this big spirit bomb, my dude. That's what that does to my penis's erection, because when that stupid butt plug is visible and this person has a furry tail with a thing they put up them, dude, it's just flaccid time, and I don't want it. And it's scary to me. It's really scary. So I guess you learned what traumatizes me visually today. And I don't know whose idea they were, but fuck that guy, okay? So let's finish this list, man. But fuck that guy. She proceeds to show me her massive collection of animal tail butt plugs. She screamed at her chihuahua and smacked it right on the nose without missing a beat, and asks if I want to make out on the couch. I awkwardly sat down and pretended to look at my phone and made up that my grandma was dying so I could get out. Why'd you even sit down in an apartment that you had marked as being soaked with saturated cat piss? Let's see what some asshole has done here. Oh my god. This is what some people call decoration in Animal Crossing. Just putting a bunch of houses together and running paths between them with bridges and stairs on each side that's symmetrical. Can you imagine me bunching up the houses this close? Can you imagine that? This is decoration to somebody. And you know what? I want you to take a look at this. And what I'll do is I'll pull up my I'll pull up Animal Crossing right now. Just so I can show you the contrast. Those houses are right next to each other. That's their residential area. Maybe you shouldn't see where I am right now, time-wise, but whatever. Do, do, do. Do. Is that a balloon? The reason the town isn't ready, or the island isn't ready, is because I'm crossbreeding a lot of flowers. Need to do some serious cleaning up, which you have to do one at a time in this game, which is ridiculous. You missed it. What's in it? What's in it? What's in it? Of course, my pockets are full. What a story, Mark. Fucking fossils. Acorn pochette. Oh, yes, acorn pochette. What the fuck is acorn pochette, dude? Oh, acorn pochette. I fucking know it already. Stupid. Wait, I'm supposed to be showing you the residential area so that you guys can understand. Just fucking weeds all over. Let's craft. Angled signpost. Wait, it's a fucking bag? Oh, give me good things. Alright, look. So, let me come over here real quick. Actually, this place is not going to look as good, because I'm in the winter. But, this is how I decorate an area, around one person's house. And it's like Asian, like, you know, the house is specific to Pico. So, this is how I've made it look on the outside. If you guys want a little bit of a preview for what's going on, I recently got a villager named Pietro. I'm not sure if Pietro's home. Again, I do like it better when it's not winter time because everything's a little desaturated for the... Jesus Christ, I'm crossbreeding plants, guys, I keep telling you. The way that the flowers in this game work is that you need to plant them in a specific pattern with other plants of other colors to get certain colors to grow. So, you know, I'm running out of real estate on this island. Look, this is an area I've made for a clown villager. This is how I would decorate an area, my dude. What the fuck? Here's some of the Easter balloons. You know, one of the only fucking Easter items that aren't a nightmare. Jesus Christ. Some of these things are so ugly. DIY. Do you have like limited time? No. Seasonal recipes. Wait a minute. So the Ponzai Bing Bong? I would need 8 pine cones. Jesus Christ. I've only ever found one. What a nightmare. Pietro's home. Pietro is home. Pietro's sick. My baby. Wow, he's got nicer things in here than I do. I don't even have a jukebox or crescent moons. This guy's just got it up. Oh man, I've never been in here. I'll be back, mate. Oh, Pietro's sick. Oh, help my baby. Can't run through the flowers, you'll fuck them up. I should really carry medicine on me, but I don't carry anything on me because my inventory is always full. What a nightmare. Hello, Nooklings. I don't see this ever. I'll take it. Seems to be some sort of pinball machine. Right. Pretty sure I've never seen a traffic cone before either, boys. I'll take it. I think Dia has cones, but they don't look like this one. Oh, maybe it's supposed to be a peppermint cone. That's stupid. Try harder, dudes. I'm here for medication. Believe it. Like, I guess I could take a stack of, like... Just give me 5. I'll be out of here. You have to... Oh, I'm carrying too many things. Ain't that a bitch? So you guys are selling something. Or I'm selling it to you. Buy it. Buy it off of me. Here, have you heard of this, how about this one red flower, bro? And these shoes. Moccasin boots. Yeah, you're gonna want to get a lot of this shit off of me. A paper bag. That sounds so cool. Wait, what if the moccasin boots are rad? Take the wood. 1 wood. A speed bag. Take the rose. And... not sure why I have 1 cherry. Take the fossil. I didn't do it for the money. It's okay, guys. Yeah, you know, you're trash. You're taking my trash. So, can I please just carry this medication? What a bunch of hoops to jump through. Jesus, oh. Okay. Okay, bye. You just said that. Thank you. Oh boy. I need to finish the pathing and, you know, make some sense out here. I'm not sure this area fits out here anymore, but I had to move it away from the little outdoor area. Meh. I really do love the outside of... because this is how much real estate I believe a character deserves. Maybe not every character. This person has probably... Pietro has more of the real estate than even I do. And if we're looking back at the bullshit we were seeing on that Reddit page, like, Jesus Christ. Look at how little space they have. And maybe they want to turn other parts of the island into some kind of flower area or like a grove for all of their trees and shit. But it just wouldn't work for me. It wouldn't work for me. What I want is for some characters to have an area like this. Meh. Oh crap, where's the chat? Because I should have been responding to things that people may have been saying. Baby. I got chills. Take the medicine. Am I dreaming? Are you for real? Yes, I'm saved. Thank you. I feel a bit better already, and it's all thanks to you. Hope this makes the day a little better. I'm giving you my old apron. More trash. You really are good at this. I owe you big time, so don't hesitate to call me in your darkest hour. I'll be there bearing medicine. Pietro's hilarious. Boo boo. What was that medicine you gave me earlier? Anyway, it was so effective and it worked so quickly. Wait, was it just a placebo? Was the real medicine just your love? No, real medicine, huh? Well, do it a thunk it. Later, man. See, this is decorating, okay? And I really don't want to get into my genius. Because the funniest part of all of this, of course, are the barbed wire fences, which I feel really complement the area that is implicitly implied to be somewhere that kids can enjoy, with a playground and ice cream, dollies and ring toss and horses and an elephant slide and a little sandbox for you to take a ride. And then who has a sexy area? Well, Gala my pig, of course, where I only put white flowers out here. A little fucking pool chair next to this little, I don't know, lake into a waterfall area. Swinging bench over there. Man, this thing was not easy to make. This thing took like 1 billion flowers that I didn't want to part with. Picnic. Blanket. I shot one of the balloons so I shot one of the balloons so a present fell on the blanket. And now it's a decorative thing. What? Come on. You can't. Come on. Where is Gala? Because she's not home. Interesting. I don't know, man. When I'm actually ready to tour this fucking island, it'll be dope. Gala should be out here somewhere, but she's not. Which means I think she could be in the, Who dat? That's Tiffany. I'm not sure how I feel about Tiffany with that little hat on, because I love her ears, but I guess they all wear like a little thing for their time. Anka wears a hat too. Well, I just stepped out of a time machine. I'll be back. I'll go back there. Look, my bad. These flowers really should be coming. Wait a minute. I moved the, fuck. I moved a lot of things. Does snowing count as watering these things? A strange story to be said. To be true. Tell you what. I should have been paying more attention to what's-his-face. But I'm busy. I'm trying to... I don't know. I'm trying to have a room of, Of course he's not home. Everyone seems to be out. And for reasons that are a mystery to me. Coco. Is it nerdy having a Harry Potter theme be your, well, you haven't seen me in 8 months, mate. This song isn't working for me. Why is it playing out here? Well, until I get these stupid flowers working the way I want them to, this whole area is a wash. I came out here to shake trees, get acorns, and make things out of a season that that would allow me to make them. You know? Bitch, I must be blind, because I can't see them fucking tulips, and there they go. I'm thinking about pushing out Wirt Jr. for Marshall. I don't really like Marshall, but see, the problem is there's too many jock villagers for me, and I already have rolled, which is cute, but I don't know. Beth says I've missed 2 or 3 days of broadcasts. Well, the stream happens every night, so hopefully it'll be something that makes sense for you to enjoy. Did Linda just say, what about Muffy? What about Muffy? Okay. I don't think Muffy fits. Do you understand? I already have a sheep. His name's Pietro. I love him. I love him. It's funny somebody was saying they want to steal my Marshall because I was thinking about selling them. Just getting them in the island, making them want to leave, and then selling them. I really can't believe how much I lost myself in decorating this area for Pietro. It's so wonderful. It's just so full of life. What is all this shit in my inventory? Celebratory candles. It's a menorah is what it is. He's like a Jewish clown. Oh my god. Pietro's French. What's a speed bag look like? Okay. Pinball machine. Could put that out there. Probably work a lot better than a dartboard. That's a space heater. I don't know, man. This thing's loud. Buh. Buh. I don't like this area out here, but where would I move it? It felt super cramped where I put the moon and the, you know. I'm going back to normal time. I like the game when everything's super green as opposed to like really washed out because of the winter. So, there's that. And guys, I'll be back when I have something to show in Bing Bong Watch. But for right now, I just got some decorating to do. Beth says, I've got 5 days off. I think I'll kill some of my boredom by doing a road trip and finding new stops in Pokemon Go. Girl, you better be safe. Okay? I hope nothing airborne finds its way into that car. You know what I'm talking about? Just be safe. Because it'd be funny if I started doing these streams to Animal Crossing music. Oh boy, I need to jump back into Call of Duty because I know that they're giving out like free battle pass tiers or some shit like that. Get me a piece of that action. Love ya. You guys will catch me again soon. I'm gonna go get something to eat because I woke right up and dived straight into this list. I'm trying to remember my favorite entry, and I guess it's the one with the bathroom where she was like,
Give me that condom.
that's so scary. Later. See you tomorrow. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Isn't the Surgeon General's bitch ass the dude who was trying to tell everybody not to wear a mask? So why are people upvoting him on Reddit? That's strange. Bruh. I'll see y'all later.